You check your phone 150 times a day. Each time, AI decides what you see. It chooses your matches, predicts your purchases, and might soon diagnose your diseases. This isn't the future, it's happening now. We're living in a world increasingly shaped by algorithms, by lines of code that dictate everything from the news we consume to the people we date. It's time we stopped treating AI like a sci-fi fantasy and started understanding its very real impact on our lives. Okay, so what exactly artificial intelligence? Forget the Hollywood hype. In its simplest form, AI is software that learns from data instead of being explicitly programmed. Think of it this way. Regular software is like a toaster. You press a button, it makes toast. AI, on the other hand, is like a chef that learns new recipes, experiments with flavors, and gets better with each dish it creates. Today, AI powers everything from self-driving cars to language models that can write poetry like Shakespeare, or at least try to, and it's evolving at a pace that would make even Einstein's head spin. Let's talk about how AI is already pulling the strings in your life, often without you even realizing it. Ever scrolled through TikTok and wondered how the algorithm knew what would keep you hooked for hours? That's AI, my friends, studying your every tap, swipe, and pause to create a digital dopamine drip tailored just for you. Or how about that time Amazon suggested you buy a new dog leash right after your furry friend's old one snapped? Creepy? Maybe. Effective? Definitely. AI is analyzing your shopping habits, predicting your needs, and yes, probably even influencing your desires. Dating apps use AI to determine your desirability score, ranking you against millions of others. And if you think the stock market is driven by human decisions, think again. Over 80% of trades are now executed by AI algorithms, making investment decisions at lightning speed. We're talking nanoseconds here, folks. The future of finance isn't human, it's coded. Before you swear off technology and move to a remote island, let's talk about the good AI can do. In healthcare, AI is being used to detect diseases like cancer earlier and more accurately than ever before. Researchers at MIT have developed an AI system that can identify breast cancer with 99% accuracy, potentially saving millions of lives. AI is helping us tackle climate change by optimizing energy grids and reducing waste. Google, for instance, used AI to cut its data center cooling costs by a whopping 40%. AI is even changing the face of creativity. Did you know that 50% of Netflix's thumbnails are designed by AI? Talk about an engagement hack. And for those with disabilities, AI is a game changer. Voice cloning technology is allowing people with ALS to communicate using their own voices, preserving their identities and connections with loved ones. But let's not kid ourselves, every coin has two sides and AI is no different. One of the biggest concerns? Jobs. Goldman Sachs predicts that AI could automate 300 million jobs globally. That's a lot of people facing uncertain futures. And then, there's the whole privacy issue. Companies like Clearview AI are building massive facial recognition databases, often without our consent. Imagine a world where your every move is tracked, analyzed, and potentially used against you. It's not a dystopian novel, it's a very real possibility. And as AI gets more sophisticated, so do the scams. Recently, a CEO in Hong Kong was defrauded of $25 million using an AI-generated voice clone. The line between reality and simulation is blurring, and that's a dangerous place to be. But perhaps the most insidious threat is the one we inflict on ourselves: addiction. Social media platforms are using AI to exploit our psychological vulnerabilities, turning us into digital gamblers hooked on the next notification, the next like, the next fleeting hit of validation. Now, let's venture into the territory that keeps me up at night, the truly terrifying possibilities of unchecked AI. Imagine a world where autonomous drones make life-or-death decisions on the battlefield, choosing targets without human intervention. Or a society where your every move is monitored and scored by an all-seeing AI, like China's social credit system. These aren't just thought experiments, folks. These are technologies being developed and deployed right now. And then there's the big one, the existential threat that looms over all of this superintelligence. So where do we go from here? The debate over AI's future is as polarized as ever. On one side, you have the optimists, the techno-utopians who believe AI will usher in a golden age of abundance, curing diseases, solving climate change, and freeing us from the drudgery of work. On the other side, you have the pessimists, the Cassandras warning that we're building a future we don't understand, creating a god and hoping it's friendly. The truth, as always, lies somewhere in between. AI has the potential for both immense good and catastrophic harm. The key, as I see it, is responsible development and robust regulation. We need to establish ethical guidelines for AI research, ensure transparency in algorithms, and create safeguards against unintended consequences. So, what can you do to navigate this brave new world? First and foremost, practice good digital hygiene. Be mindful of the data you share online, limit your exposure to addictive algorithms, and support companies that prioritize ethical AI development. Second, focus on developing skills that AI can't replicate. Think creativity, critical thinking, emotional intelligence, and complex problem solving. These are the uniquely human abilities that will be in high demand as AI automates more routine tasks. And finally, stay informed and engaged in the conversation about AI's future. This isn't just a technological issue, it's a societal one. The choices we make today will determine the course of the AI revolution. So, tell me, did you learn something scary today? Smash that like button if you did. And let me know in the comments what the craziest AI application you've seen is. As we venture further into the age of AI, one thing is clear: the future is coded. But the code itself is not our destiny. We, the human race, still hold the power to shape that future, to harness AI's potential for good while mitigating its risks. Let's choose wisely.